Today I'm going to be going over the main differences in comparison between the M4 wireless and the M4. You know what, I'll just address the elephant in the room. Yes, this is wireless. Everything else in terms of shape is still pretty much the same, so the shape is the exact same as each other. The M4's wired version is, I think, around about 3 grams lighter, but one of the main and the headlining difference between the wired and wireless version is that with the wireless version you can change the backs. So there is 3 screws inside here, you unscrew them and you can pop off the back and you can replace it with another one. The other thing as well in relation to the weight is that this one as well, you can actually change the weight distribution. So once again, there are 2 screws, you do get a screwdriver with it. One's here and the other one is here. You loosen them up and you essentially move them up and down depending on where you would want the weight balance to be. So if you want it to be a little bit more top heavy, you can do. If you want it to be a little bit more bottom heavy, you can have that as well. With the M4 wireless, if it ever does go out of battery, which I think is could be around about 50 hours, I would estimate, you still get the same cable that features on this one, which is XTRFY's easy cord. So you get a detachable one that you can put into your PC whenever this runs low, but the charging's pretty fast from what I remember using it. The main switches, so the switches that you'll have for your mouse 1 and 2, on this one it's using Omrons, and on this one it is using a completely different type made by a company called Kale, and they are using the GM 8.0s. They are becoming very popular in the enthusiast gaming mouse space, mainly because of a higher rate of consistency, a nice sharp click, and they are rated, I think they are rated for around about 80 million clicks by default. So you get an incredible guarantee with these switches as well, so you'll know that most certainly will last for a long time. The Omron switches on these ones, on the M4 wireless, was also one of the popular ones. They were very, very light, also very consistent, but this one has overtaken it. There is a sensor difference as well, so this one is using a Pixar 3389 and this one is using a 3370. The sensors are pretty much identical to each other, it's just that this one is for the one that's the 3370 is for a wireless mouse, so it is more energy efficient, but it still retains the great performance that you have with the 3389. So the other difference between these two as well is the pricing. So the M4 wireless is $99, whereas this one is only around about $60. Personally, I guess one of the main talking points would be, is it worth going to the wireless version if you already own the wired one? I would say that, in my opinion, that it would not be worth it. I think that value for money wise, this mouse for $60 is really, really good. It's got great construction, it's got a great number of features, it comes with a great number of color variants as well. This one is the retro version, which I think looks pretty nice. There isn't a retro version of this one just yet, and overall I think if you've already got one of these, going for a wireless may not be the best choice because they are too similar. However, if you are unreasonable with your money like I am and you're just itching for that wireless part, then I would say it is worth it just for the wireless part, because once you've had a wireless mouse, it's very hard to go back to a wired one. For those that like to tinker around and stuff, because I had no idea, you can actually, through XTRFY's website, buy the M4 wireless unconstructed. So if you really wanted to, you could actually have it disassembled, sent to you, and you can assemble it to yourself, which is actually quite nice. I would have liked to have done that. I would have messed it up.